asked me if, if I feel comfortable sharing a bed with him. I'm like, it's a pretty big bed, so we're not gonna be touching up on each other. We're not gonna be having sex. And he said that before I did. He was like, yeah, ain't nothing finna happen. Like, I swear, like, and he was like, he let me know he was exhausted, like he was tired. I didn't have soap, so I was about to ask him for it, but then he asked me before I did. He asked me if I needed soap. He let me use his shirt to use as a pajama shirt. The first red flag I realized when he was guiding me to the bathroom, he put his arm around my hip, my waist, and was guiding me to the bathroom, which is so weird because I'm like, okay, like you can just guide me to the bathroom or point to it, I can walk to it. You mentioned like he got siblings, like younger siblings. You don't want me to step on something or trip or fall and then make a noise. You want me to be quiet because the floor is kind of dark. There's a light in the kitchen on that you could see a little, but I'm like, okay, it's pretty dark, so he don't want me to trip or hurt myself. Go to the bathroom. He tells me, hey, this, the soap is right here. He didn't give me a fresh bar of soap. He didn't even want to look for a fresh bar of soap. He automatically gave me someone's used bar of soap. He's like, you can use that. Like, all right, don't take too long. This is somebody's soap. I'm thinking in my head, like, am I supposed to be here? He does a little knock on the door. He's like, oh, my little brother gotta use the bathroom. I get out the bathroom. I don't see no little brother. I went in the room. I didn't hear nobody going to the bathroom. Another reason why I was skeptical is I'm like, I did not think it would have happened because I'm like, he literally has no door. He has no privacy. So why would you try to have sex with somebody in your sister's crib? No, and I feel like she would not be down with you doing that. This was like, ain't no way that this dude really gonna do what he's doing and be so bold to do it. All of a sudden, I'm hearing a female, like I said, a female and this dude, which I think that's his brother or his cousin. That dude comes in. He wasn't expecting me there. He was talking to him and he was walking. He just straight up walks in the room, pushes the curtain, the blanket open. It's supposed to be his door. And he sees me. He's like, oh, my bad. He said, I'm gonna talk to you later. And she came in the room, I guess, trying to talk to him. He's like, oh, my bad. I remember feeling him to get up and turn his head towards her. And she walked out. I was the second person that doesn't know that I'm supposed to be here. So I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a little fear starting to hit me. I'm not from this area. I don't got no family. I don't got no shirt take, don't got no bail money. I'm not trying to get arrested because somebody lied and said I could sleep over and I'm homeless. I'm already laying down. I heard this very loud, like sounding like a heavier set woman, very ratchet. I'm hearing her and I'm hearing there's children, right? And it sounded like, and that was before he lay down in the bed. He was talking, joking with them, saying, oh, what y'all doing up at 7 a.m.? I thought, okay, that's his mother right there. Sound like a grown woman. I felt uncomfortable not to leave this room for anything because he told me that I was allowed to stay in his room. Like I didn't get permission. Like I didn't hear no other permission to leave to go. I turned on my right side because I'm getting prepared to go to sleep. He then wraps his arm around me, and not in a sexual way, but he asked me if I felt comfortable. I was like, I mean, it's whatever. I got that vibe that he was attracted to me in that sexual manner. I just got very platonic type of vibes. I think, okay, maybe some people need to hold on to something when they feel like when they want to go to bed. So I'm like, all right, whatever, it's not serious. Then he asked me a question saying, I asked to have a cuddle with you or something like that. I felt a little weird when he asked me. I'm like, yeah, I'm dozing off, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. His grip got a bit tight around me a little bit. But when I was falling asleep, I remember he moved his hand and started rubbing my left side of my thigh. I started feeling uncomfortable and I'm like, what is he doing? But I'm like, okay, maybe he's trying to fall asleep or something. Just not trying to scare myself. Like, all right, like calm down. Like maybe it's this, And he puts his arm right back around my waist, like, but it's like a bit more tighter. And then he starts kissing the back part of my neck. I was already falling asleep, but then when he started doing that, and he's breathing hard, and he's kissing my back part of my neck and my top part of my back hard. I'm just praying in my mind. I'm like, please, no. I'm now at this point thinking, I think I'm about to be in a situation where something's about to happen. I'm like doing this, pushing him, like doing that, like, yo, what are you doing, He tightens his arm around me and then more, and then all of a sudden he's rubbing his private on my butt. I'm like, no, like I'm just repeating that in my head. I'm just praying to God. I'm just, please, God, please don't let nothing happen. All of a sudden he hears to move his arm, hear the noise of a rapper, and I hear him do, like, this dude already knew what he was trying to do. He already had it on him in his pocket, what he was finna do. Same arm he had wrapped around me. I'm just constantly saying to myself, no way that he's finna do it. I'm thinking in my head, okay, I'm gonna tell him no. Then when he finds out I'm a virgin, he's gonna stop. He's putting on him the condom. I think he's serious. Is he? It's like, no way, he ain't serious. He ain't serious. He gets up. The second he starts to get up, I heard him turn around like this. I'm still turned to the side, but I'm like trying to face on my back. And when he had gotten up, I was like, oh nah, he's serious. That's when I had gotten up. My legs are like this, turned to the side. He's on his knee like this on me. And I heard him try to turn my legs and do this and move my legs like this. And he Herbs and grabs them and lifts them up. And then Herbs and separates my legs while I'm trying to move and flail my legs. And I'm like, yo, stop, move. He Herbs and lays his weight, gets in between my legs, lays his weight on top of me and starts kissing on me, kissing my lips. And he's like, stop. He's like telling me to stop. Then he Herbs and pulls my shirt up, and he starts sucking on my right breast. And I'm like, stop, move. I keep pushing him. He starts to suck and kiss up on my neck, try to give me a hickey, and then he was like, I'm like, move, get off me, get off me. He's like, what? Like, stop, bro, come on. Like, he's telling me to stop. He's getting mad at me because I don't want to do nothing with him. Get off of me. Like, stop, bro. When I'm nervous, I smile a little. And at first, I tried to tell myself he was playing. Like, I tried to tell myself that if I told him no, he was gonna stop. Like, he's just playing. Like, nah, like he ain't gonna really do something to you. But then when I realized how serious he was not stopping. Even when I said no multiple times, he even told me to be quiet. Bro, you too loud, stop. Like, bro, why you gotta be so loud? Like, getting mad at me. He kept grabbing up on me. Like, he was already laying on top of me, putting his body weight on me. My legs are separate. He's in between my legs. So my legs are separate. He's in between my legs like this. He has my legs all the way up. And then he's like, come on. He was like, let me. I was like, no, we're not doing nothing. We're not having sex. Move, get off of me. He's like, come on, bro. He's like, bro, you enticed me. Like, saying like, oh, you really good to me. And I'm like, okay, I don't care, but you don't, like, I'm telling you no, so get off of me. He then saying like, bro, come on, why you gotta be like that? He takes his penis and he's like, he's trying to push it in. So I'm like, no, move. I'm pushing on his pelvic. He doesn't stop. I'm like, bro, stop. No, I don't want to do nothing with you. He was like, I think he asked me why. And I was like, I'm fine with the 0 bodies I have. When I tell you, this dude was like, he paused for a moment. He was like, 0 bodies. He was like, so you a virgin? Like, yeah. And he's like, okay, so let me be your first time. He didn't want to stop. He then starts pushing harder. I'm like, no, move. No, I don't want you to be my first time. Move. He's like, come on, let me be your first body. Let me be your first body. I'm like, no. I'm trying to move and slide around, get away from him. He puts his body back on me. He starts kissing me again. I'm pushing his face away from me. He pulls my shirt back up, starts trying to suck on my breast. I keep pulling it back down. Then he starts sucking on my neck again. I'm like, move, pushing his face. And he gets mad with me. He says, bruh, I'm really trying to be so gentle with you. I could be so gentle with you. I'm gonna be so gentle with you. Like, I'm not one of these dudes out here. Like, I ain't about to have sex with you and then just leave. Like, I will cut it with you. I'll still talk to you after. Like, I ain't gonna do it like that. Like, I really do like you though. Like, I'm like, I don't care. Get off of me. And he's like, come on, bro. Like, nah, for real. Come on. We going. This dude continues to push himself further in and it's hurting. So I'm doing like moving up as he's doing so. And I'll keep pushing my hand on his pelvic area. He would not stop. Overall, he kept going. And then he would say stuff like, he started saying, nah, I'm gonna be your first time. Nah. I'm like, no, you're not. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be your first time. Let me be your first time. I'm gonna be your first time. Like saying, let me know, like, no, it's finna happen. And he started pushing harder, grab me on my sides and my hips and try to force himself harder. And it just felt like he was hitting against a wall. He was really trying to break my hymen. He's raping me and he's trying to break my hymen and take my virginity. He keeps laying down on top of me, like putting his body weight on me so I can't move. It's literally almost getting away from me. He purposely put his body weight on me. After he said he nutted, he then laid back down, turned on my side where I could see him. I could watch him. I had the covers on my head. But my face is showing. I'm trying to fight, sleep, and stay up. He keeps trying to touch me and he tried to grab on me and cuddle with me. I'm like, get off me, don't touch me. I keep saying, stop touching me. And he got mad when he got asked me. He was like, bro, you doing too much. And I was like, I don't care, get off of me. Then when he laid down, he tried to put his hand and grab up on my leg again. And he hopped on the phone talking with this girl, flirting with this girl on the phone. I literally said in my mind, this dude literally just raped me and now he's talking and flirting with a chick on the phone. It's nothing. Imagine if that girl knew that not only is he flirting with you, but he's laying beside a chick he got in his bed that he just raped. He raped me 4 times. My 4th day of being in Atlanta, Georgia, I got raped 4 times. Nobody helped me. Just seeing his face, his eyes closed, his mouth open, and just in my face, just having a good time. Like, he's just having fun. Nigga stops for a moment, he'll say stuff like, oh, I nutted. Like, he came, right? And he'll stop and he'll lay back down. He then tried to grab up on me, and I slid away from him, and I slid to the side of the edge of the bed, because I'm not gonna lie, I was afraid to leave the room, because I felt like if anybody, his sister came back, she see me, or she's already here. Like, if I was chilling in the living room and I try to get away from him and not be in his room, she would be like, who is this? And then just like, I don't know, just get police involved. And I didn't want no problem. I didn't have nowhere else to go. I only had $1.50 and that to get on the bus, $2.50, and I didn't have enough. So I'm like, and I would have had to ask him for some money or have him to pay for me to get on the bus. So it was a situation where I literally had nowhere to go. You can't just walk from that location and try to go walk all the way to the train station. Like, you can, but I wasn't nowhere near our center station. So I literally would have had to take the bus to get to Lane. He told me by the afternoon we'll leave and go to our center station. Before that incident even happened, the plan was to go to our center station because the sister wanted him out of the house for a moment, and we could come back in the afternoon, later on in the afternoon, and come back to the crib. And I was like, all right, that was the plan. I woke up, I fell asleep because my eyes got heavy, and I woke up, and he had his hand right back on my leg, and I pushed his hand off of me. He got mad because I kept on slapping his hand away from me. He acted as if he was done, like he was about to go to bed. That dude pretended that he had climax, because in my mind I'm thinking, okay, he got what he wanted. He said he came, so he's not gonna try nothing no more. That's what's in my mind. So I'm thinking in my mind, when we leave from here, we're not ever coming back. That's what I'm thinking, like, I can't come back here. I thought that was the only time he was going to tell me why he does it 3 more times. I wake up and he grabs me, he turns me to lay on my back. And I heard him wake up and snap out of my sleep, and I started fighting him, like, to get him off me. He hurts and lays on top of me. Same thing, my legs are in between his legs, his knees on his knees. And I heard him lift my legs and try to move off the bed. He hurts and grabs and lifts my legs up and pushes it against me, so it's hard for me to move. I'm fighting against him. He then grabbed, and he continues to grab my leg, and he continues to penetrate me. He continues to thrust. I kept fighting him, and at some point, I'm not gonna lie, I got tired, and I just was like, God, I think this is how I'm gonna lose my virginity. This is how I'm gonna end up having my first experiences when I'm getting raped. I'm thinking that's it for me. So I just started laying there. I was just like, you finna do what you finna do. He won't stop. He won't get off of me. And he's grabbing me like kind of like a bear hug while he's doing it. He'll purposely lay his weight on me and hurt and grab up on me. He stops for a moment and he'll say, I nutted. And he lays that down. I lay back at the edge of the bed. It's a pretty big wide bed. It's a pretty big space between us where we're not touching. I went and just laid there, and I just stared at him. He would get mad at me and tell me, stop, you're being too loud, stop being loud. And I'm like, no. I was like, okay, well, get off of me. He still preyed on me because he knew I didn't have family. He felt like I had nobody. I was all alone and I was homeless. Pretending he wanted to be a friend. Got me in his room. He should not to come at me real sexual and harsh and too hard to not run me away. Then when I got sleepy and went to bed, he then went for the kill. He knew what he was doing. I ended up finding myself falling asleep again. My eyes got heavy. I get up. I step out of my sleep. He grabbed me and slid me to the center of the bed. He turned me around and slid me to the center of the bed. He hurt and grabbed me. And he proceeded to push his penis in me as hard as he could, as hard as I could. And he got the chance to because I kept fighting against him. Putting my hand to the back of him, back of myself, and pushing on his pelvis to get him away from me. This is the 3rd time. He then says to me, I ain't finna stop. But he said, because you got those shorts on. He was laughing. He was finding it funny. This dude literally laughed. He said, I ain't finna stop. He was behind me, like when he cuddled with me the first time. He was doing it from the side and it was hurting. I wanted him to stop. I just kept saying, stop, stop. And he got up with and I tried to hurt him move my legs and fight and get away from me. He heard me push my left leg up, meanwhile my right leg is down. And he's still in between my legs and he's continuing to push himself in me. Then at a certain point when he did stop, he heard me grab my right leg, turn me over, kind of like trying to get me to turn on my left side, because I was laying on my right side, and I was fighting with him. And he grabbed, like I said, he grabbed both my legs and he pushed them up to kind of like to the side like that. He tried to push me over to the side to get on my left side, and he would start biting and like kissing up on my butt, and he started saying, "Let me eat you out, let me eat you out." And I was like, "Stop, move, no." He then started trying to put his face in between my legs and move my underwear to the side. And I then put my hands on his head and I kept pushing him. I'm like, "Stop, move." And I just kept doing that. And he would not stop. He was like, "Come on, bro, let me eat you." I was like, "No, get off of me. Leave me alone." I was like, "Stop touching me, stop touching me." I just kept saying it, "Stop touching me." I try to move my legs and get away from him. He hurries and grabs my legs and separates again, and he pushes it back on me. I then try to use my top half, and I'm trying to slide around the bed, try to get away from him. I went head off the bed, the side of the bed, because I was trying to get away from him. I would have fell off that bed and hit my head on the floor just to get away from him. But he heard me put his body weight on top of me. And he was like, "Bro, why you gotta keep doing that? Like, come on." Like, he said some comment like he was trying to make love to me. He was trying to be my first time. He trying to like give me like a good experience. I'm just like, "Bro, get off of me, leave me alone." Like, I'm just saying the same thing over and over again. This dude won't get off me. He's like latching onto me, grabbing onto me where he won't leave me alone. And bear hugged me, and we're literally laying on the edge of the bed. He starts kissing me again, and I keep pushing his face away from me to stop kissing me. And then he starts kissing on my neck, and he pulls on my shirt, tries to suck on my breast. I keep pulling down. Then he sucks his teeth and he said, "Bro, why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that? You gotta be so difficult. Like, come on." I was like, "Get off me, leave me alone." Like, I'm just constantly saying, if you see I'm moving my top half and I'm sliding around the bed trying to get away from him, he'll then lay his weight on me. And he hurts me to do that when I see me fall asleep. Then he'll hurt me jump on top of me and put his heavy weight on me. I thought that it was his final time because he had gotten so annoyed with the fact I kept saying no to him, and he just sucked his teeth, and he was like, "Bro, you doing too much." He stopped. He didn't say that he nutted or anything. He just stopped. And he went to the side of the bed. All the way at the end, he didn't touch me. I remember he turned to his side, like his back facing away from me, and he just went and lay down. But that third time, like I said, he had got an attitude. He got mad because I wasn't trying to reciprocate and do anything with him. And I thought that was the last time. I'm at a far end of the bed. I'm just thinking in my mind, I gotta leave from this place. I don't know how I'm gonna leave. Where am I gonna go? But I'm just like, I gotta find some place to go. I don't know how I'm gonna get on the bus because I have to leave somewhere. I have to leave. My eyes got heavy again and I just dozed off. I kept trying to fight my sleep, but I ended up dozing off. I wake up, I snap out of my sleep is when I'm on my side and he gets on top of me again. I'm trying to fight him, like I'm on my right side, my left side. And then he gets on top of me trying to like put his body on me, fight me and stuff like that, grabbing up on me. And then I turned around to face him, but I'm still kind of on my side. So he hurries and grabs me and like pushes me over on my side while he's still on top of me. So now I'm laying on my stomach. His knees are right here while my legs are in between. I have my hands on the bed and I push myself up to get up. He then hurts and lays his body weight on me. He then starts kissing on the side of my neck, and I'm like trying to get him off. Then he starts to separate, pull out his penis. He starts to move my underwear and my shorts to the side. He starts pushing. He then proceeds to push hard, and I'm in pain. I'm just saying. And he kept going and going. He made a comment. After he stopped for a moment, then he pulled my shorts down, saying he wanted to see how fat my behind is. He said the A word instead of that. I'm like, no, stop. I'm trying to keep my pink shorts up. I'm trying to pull it up, but he ends up pulling it down. He made a comment saying, "Oh, he never really looked at my butt to know if it's fat or not. He want to see." Like, he's having a good old time. Like, he's laughing, he's finding this funny. He pulls it down. And then he says, "Oh, your behind is really fat. Like, you really got a fat behind." Like, I'm just saying stop. I'm just constantly saying stop. No, stop. trying to pull it up and he keeps trying to yank it down. He sucks his TV. Like, bro, keep stop doing that. Like, why you always gotta be like that? Like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. Kept repeatedly telling me to be quiet or be too loud. I was like, okay, but get off me. And I try to get up again, and he heard me put his leg back down on top of me, and then he heard me wrap his arms around me like this, like bear hug me, wrapped his arms around me, and in a tight grip, and was starting to push himself in me. And I'm gripping at the edge of the bed, like the headboard area, and I'm just like, this is really the actual time I think he's finna actually take my virginity. Like, something's finna happen, because he has me in this hold, and he's putting his body weight on me, laying on my chest. He won't get off me. He's penetrating me. He's holding me down. He's pushing harder and harder, and I'm just like, it does hurt. And so I'm just trying to push myself up so that he can stop. I'm having my hands to the back, pushing on his pelvic, trying to get him to not push even harder. God, this is really gonna be it for me. He gets up and then he says, arch your back for me. I want to see what it looked like from when I hit it from the back. No, get off of me, get off of me. I heard him try to pull my shorts up. He tried to yank it back down, and I heard him manage to get it up and try to turn around. I'm laying like this, laying on my stomach. My legs like this, he's like this. He gets up, and now he's sitting up back on his knees. He was laying like this on top of me, and now he's like this. And I tried, when the second I pulled up my shorts, I tried to turn around like this into her and move my legs like that, like around him. And he heard me grab my legs and push it up again. My legs, he has to hold it together, and he tries to put his face in between my legs, telling myself, let me eat you out. Let me eat you out. He says that again. I'm like, no, move, get away, like, stop. No, I keep saying the same thing. I'm pushing his head. He separates my legs, trying to get in between my legs. I'm like, no, move. He's like, he sucked his teeth. He's like, why won't you let me? Like, bro, come on. Like, why are you so, like, just getting mad at me because I was not giving him that yes. As I try to, like, move my legs to get away from him, he then heard me push it up, my legs up again, as it's already separated, because he already had my legs separated. So he told me he wanted to eat me up. He hurries and grabs the covers to put around him. My legs is still up. I'm trying to move away from him. I'm pushing forward harder. He pushes his penis again, pushes it in me. I'm pushing his pelvic again. I just kept on pushing, trying to push him away from me. At a certain point, I got tired, and I just gave up, and I thought this was going to be it for me. So I was like, I just stopped fighting. I just laid there. He would continue to thrust, and he started laying down on me. He would continue, and I started fighting him again. And then I started fighting him again, and he would fight with me. And then at a certain point, like I said, I got tired, and then he kept on going. I was like focusing on fighting him, like he was on top of me. He was on my top half, my arms. But then when I realized he was pushing harder, I'm like, no, I can't allow him to do this. He's pushing harder, so now I gotta fight to get him out of me. He's already raping me. It's bad enough. So now he's trying to take my virginity. I'm like, no. So I just kept pushing. Another thing, when I was laying on my stomach, he been trying to finger me and push his fingers on my clitoris. And it was rubbing hard, and it was hurting. It felt like he was scratching me. I pray that I don't ejaculate nothing, because I don't want nothing with this dude. I wanted my first time to be with the person I'm supposed to be with. Finally stopped, and he looked at me, and then he laid on his side, and he was staring at me in my face. So he didn't say nothing. I looked at him, and I'm just like, what are you looking at? Why are you staring at me? And then he said, I nutted. I didn't even say nothing. I just stared at the TV, the wall above the TV. And then he got off, climbed around me. That's the final time. And then he got off the bed, and he said, my legs are still like kind of up, but they're closed now. I had moved my underwear shorts back on me, and he finally was like, you want a towel? And the reason why I knew that he was asking for a towel is because I'm just like, I didn't ejaculate. He wasn't wearing a condom this time, and there was wet stuff on me. When I moved, I'm like, there's wet stuff on me. Not only did he rape me, but the fourth time, he didn't even have a condom, because I remember when I kept pushing his pelvic, I didn't even see like rubber. This dude could have gave me something. If I had something, I wish he would have got it. Was checked, everything came back negative. Imagine being a virgin, going to the hospital to get a rape kit. Then they have to get you shots of medication, because they, just in case if you have HIV, then they have to take your underwear as evidence for now a case. When I was there, he kept making comments to me saying, oh, what's wrong? Are you straight? You straight? You good? Like, he asked me that before he left. after he asked me if I wanted to tell, and I didn't answer him. He walked away. I think he sucked his teeth. Then he came back in. He stared at me again. He asked me if I was straight. I ignored him. He sucked his teeth again. And I think he made a comment saying, "You doing too much. Like, it's not that serious," or something like that. He walks away. He goes, I'm hearing him talk to his family members. They in the hallway. They talking, laughing. He comes back. He says, my sister said you can stay in the living room. You can sleep in the living room. We got to move ourselves to the living room. He was lying. He did that so that I feel like, honestly, to clean up his evidence. He was afraid that I was going to call the police because he's seen how traumatic I looked. I was traumatized. I heard him got out that bed, went to the living room. He made a comment saying, "Put on your sweatpants. Like, don't be walking out here with your shorts on." I wasn't even paying attention. I just wanted to hurry up and get out of his room. The shorts wasn't even short like that. But even so, this doesn't give you a right to rape somebody. I go and sit on the living room couch. But I didn't see her at all. It was so called be saying, we gotta go to the living room. And realize honestly it was just so he can clean up. I'm sitting there. He keep making comments saying, "Oh, you want to take a shower?" Like, I realized he was just constantly asking me if I was going to take a shower because he wanted me to hurry up and wash everything off. Because I feel like he really felt like I was about to get the police involved, which I did later on. And I'm like ignoring him, and he's like, "You straight? You straight?" Asked me the same thing. I'm like ignoring him, and he says, "Bro, you doing too much." I'm like, "How am I doing too much?" And you just did what you did. So the first time he kept sucking his teeth saying, "Oh, you doing too much," and then he got up, started talking to his family members again, walking around and he himself some food. He asked me if I wanted to eat. I ignored him, wasn't speaking at all. I'm just sitting there, just shocked. And I laid my head on my knees, on my top of my arm, and I just fell asleep. I felt more safe in that living room than in his bedroom. Yeah. There's no tissue. There's no tissue. Yeah.
Open the door. Use tissue. The way that he told you to come back Thursday, y'all. Why you say Thursday? Thursday. You home? Huh? Ready to go? Go downtown? Huh? Hey, might get in the shower, but I'm gonna get ready. Bro, you ready? Huh? Hello? You sleep? You wanna take wanna take a little nap?
Sure.
Alright, you go ahead, bro. You gonna be there?
Sure.
Dude, girls out here are nasty. You know that? You know that? So if you got a girl that's right for you, then you need to act right.
Sure. I ain't up laughing and going out here like you were yesterday. Huh?
You gonna ask me that early?
You mad at me?
And then you wanna play stupid?
You know what I'm saying? We had sex. You mad about it? What he said, man? You mad about it?
I told you no.
So I raped you. Huh? So I raped you. Come on, man. Don't say that. Don't do that, man.
I said it to you multiple times.
You just tell the police on me.
What you talking about?
You better tell the police on me.
You see me calling 911?
Crazy, man. Come on, man. Get up. Get happy, man. Get happy. Get that big laugh. That big laugh at, huh? What that laugh at, huh? What that laugh at, huh? You ain't take it?
It's crazy how you think I'm still playing with you.
So you want to get away from me? Huh?
That's sad.
Wait, so what? Want to separate yourself from me? What you want me to do?
Listen, I ain't about to play no games with you. You sitting here trying to crack jokes, asking me what's wrong. Are you serious? Don't act stupid.
I'm sorry, bro.
It shouldn't be me addressing you for you to then say that. You should have said that from the beginning. That's some weird crap. You don't gotta cap in order to get somebody near you, to get them in your bed. That's weird, bro. Oh, you just gonna sit there? What?
Yeah, for a minute.
What?
Yeah, for a minute.
Wait, what?
Yes, for a little minute.
Why?
You blowing the mood, man.
You mad manipulative. How you wanna say I'm blowing the mood and you just did some out of pocket crap? What you talking about?
Man, that shit small time, man. You ain't doing
You said it's small time?
Yeah, man.
So you think that doing something like that is not that serious?
Alright. If it ain't serious, you that mad, why would you want to be around me?
Nigga, I don't even know where I'm at. What you talking about? And it just happened. What you talking about? You act like, oh, you did this some days ago and I'm still around. What you talking about? I don't know where the heck I'm at. You do. So guess what? The heck?
Alright, why you just ain't bring your bags then?
What?
Why you just ain't bring your bags then?
You just told me to leave it.
Yeah, but shit, you say you got only like you don't know where you at. So shit, you finna go back downtown. Why you ain't bring your bag? Huh? You go back and get your bag? Huh? Wanna go back and get your bag? I was just missed the boy, man.
Well, you decided to sit here.
Hey.
What? Yeah.
So if you ain't wanna fuck, why you let me do it multiple times then?
When did I say that? Or you don't remember me telling you to stop and me trying to push you? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So me trying to get you off of me, that means that I want you to do it? You trying to, don't do that manipulation where, oh, if you ain't want to do it, why did you let me do it multiple times? Nigga, you literally each time was literally trying to hold on to me. What are you talking about? And I'm pushing you off of me, telling you move, nah, stop, move, get off of me, bruh. I'm telling you to stop countless amounts of times. I'm not with it. Like, come on now. You came and acted like we was about to chill and just go to bed, whatever. And then you came out here with some lying mess. Like, I don't play that. It's weird, bro. Trying to play games, man. Act like you ain't just trying to force it, bro. I'm down with it. I don't care. When? You just said for me to get my stuff.
Alright. You sure you wanna do that?
Sure, I want to do what?
Why you doing that? Why you doing that, man?
What am I doing?
Acting weird.
You wanna? I'm acting weird, but you playing and acting like you ain't just do what the heck.
I'm not acting like I just said I did. We had sex, bro.
No, we didn't. You wanna keep lying and stuff. I ain't had sex with you.
We didn't.
Sex is if I was when I was with it. I ain't with it. Again, I said multiple times, nah.
And you still not with it.
Why would I be with it now and you just did that? You ain't. That's the thing. You ain't even coming at me correctly and see if I was down with it. You just straight up no. You don't even do that, bro. And you think somebody gonna be down with it after? Like, tripping, bro.
So you don't fuck with me. That's what I asked.
You asking all these stupid questions.
Alright, come on. I'm sorry, bro. I apologize, bro. I do sincerely, though. Come on, get your bag, though.
How you apologize and then just turn around and say that out? Man.
I said I apologize sincerely. I'm apologizing to you.
And then you ask me, oh, what you mad about? You doing too much. How you go and say all that and then turn around and be like, you know what? I'm sorry. Like, and you said it before and then you decided to say that again. Like,
you're right, Sean. You still gonna come for the job? Huh? You still gonna get the job?
why would I?
Huh? Where you finna go then?
Okay, wherever, I guess.
I feel like I hurt you, man. That shit crazy.
You said what?
It seemed like he hurt you.
What are you talking about? Yes, the heck you did. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, you right. I don't want to tell you right. Let me tell you right. You right.
Playing games. Act like you ain't just do what the heck you did. Man. You know damn well I wasn't having fun with you.
What you know? Hello. You need to figure out what you want to do. Get your hair. Yeah, I'm going to do it, man.